Suzie and I play the flute. I started learning the flute when I was in year 3 because I heard it and I just loved the sound that it made. But before that, I played the recorder. I wonder how many of you might play the flute or the recorder too. With famous people from history like President George Washington and artist Leonardo da Vinci also being flute players, we're in really good company. The flute belongs to a group of instruments called the woodwind family. The wind part of this word is because we use our air to make the sound, but I'm sure you're thinking, well, what about the wood part of the word? The flute you're holding is made of metal. Well, yes, you're completely right. The flute I am holding is made of a metal called silver, but a while ago, flutes were actually made of wood, and then it's been developed through time so it looks like the one I'm holding today. In fact, the flute goes back a really long way, and it was one of the first known musical instruments and has been used for thousands of years. To make a sound on the flute, I have to put my lips on this metal plate here and blow across like this. When I blow my air across this hole onto the sharp edge opposite, it splits the air into 2 streams and causes a vibration. A vibration is something that moves back and forward or up and down really, really, really fast. Sometimes too fast for us to even see. For example, let's think about a bee. They flap their wings so fast that it makes the air move and creates a buzz sound. When I blow across my flute, imagine a slinky-like wave travelling down this tube out of the flute, across the air and into your ear where you can hear the sound. On the body of the flute, this middle bit here, we have all these different buttons and they're called keys. These help us to play lots of different notes by opening or closing them. This is what it sounds like to play from the lowest note of the flute to one of the highest. I love how pure and beautiful the flute can sound, and this reminds me of one of the kindest and sweetest characters that the author Roald Dahl created in his stories. I'm going to play you some music that makes me think of this character, and while I play it, I'd love you to try and guess who you think it might be. I'll give you a clue. This character is from the story Matilda. Then well done, because that's exactly the character I was thinking of too. Not only can the flute play nice sweet tunes, but it can play high and fast too, which makes it sound really bright and chirpy, like a bird. The most famous bird that I could think of from Roald Dahl's stories is the roly-poly bird. He's big and has really colourful tail feathers. He has a blue body, a long neck and a crest on his head, a bit like a peacock. He lives in an orange tree in the African jungle, loves to eat berries, and is as clever as a monkey. He actually appears in a few of Roald Dahl's books. He's in the Dirty Beasts poem, The Twits, where he says, "For most people, flying away on holiday is very expensive, but I can fly anywhere in the world for nothing." And in The Enormous Crocodile, where the crocodile threatens to eat him for lunch, but the roly-poly bird is too fast and quickly flies away. I think this music sounds like the roly-poly bird escaping the crocodile and flying off into the sky. One of the stories that we tell in our Roald Dahl themed show is Little Red Riding Hood, and one of the most dramatic parts in this story is where the big bad wolf is chasing Grandma, trying to eat her. And the music gets really fast and exciting like this.